Hello and welcome to the mercenary lifestyle of Project Wingman, where we'll continue our playthrough here in mission number 3. Now, I already recorded mission number 3 in Portuguese in my other playthrough, so this time we're gonna go on free mission instead of resume. That way you're gonna get to see some cool features that you don't get to see when you are going on the regular campaign. In a way. Well, I'll show you. Anyway, when you get on free mission, you get shown a map of the missions. That was mission number 1, that was mission number 2, and now it's mission number 3. So you can see already we're gonna go to northern Alaska. Name of the mission is Homestead, and let's get going.
Hello, Sicario. I'm Captain Griffiths, otherwise known as Stardust. From now on, I'll be your point of contact with the Cascadian Independence Force. I was a National Guard pilot when it all went down, and now I'm working with you. We're pressed for time, so listen up. Cascadia's prosperity, our natural bounty, has always gone to support the world. For the last few decades, we have done this by our partnership with the Pacific Federation, providing aid and infrastructure to the less fortunate internationally. The Federation, however, in recent years has used the resources we provided to forcefully expand by conquest and military strength. We could not let our cordium or geothermal deposits fuel this war machine. Cascadia as a nation sought independence from the Federation outright, in order to prevent the Federation from imperially expanding further. Unfortunately, they turned against us. They have seen fit to unify and federalize Cascadian infrastructure as a whole. When we resisted, they turned the country inside out. We refuse to let that stand. So, here's the plan for you mercenaries right now.
In northern Cascadia, Rosedower AFB was a joint base used by both the Cascadian National Guard and the Federation. When hostilities took off, however, the Federation seized the base from the National Guard. Your objective today is to take back the base into our hands. Hitman Team will lead aerial operations, wiping out any anti-air defenses. Circus, our transport aircraft carrying Sicario's airborne troop element, will then vector in and drop onto the base to secure it.
Take care not to damage the facilities too much during the attack. Sicario and other mercenary elements will be using this base afterwards. I'm sure you want to operate from an actual base anyway, as opposed to some dirt strip. So let's get rolling.
So the Pacific Federation is not so Pacific, eh? Sorry, I had to make that joke. A couple things to notice. This time we're gonna have a little bit more ground targets, as you can see on the recon data, but also some air targets. And from my understanding of the whole briefing, is that the Federation, there is some sort of autonomy for the states within the Federation, which is why they have their own National Guards, I guess, which is apparently what happened with Cascadia. But yeah, let's get going. There's a reminder, Cascadia is almost like the Canada, so Canada wasn't too happy about the Federation using its resources, the maple syrup, to run its war machine. Of course not. Maple syrup is like the blood of the trees. Now, there's one aircraft that is showing up in the hangar that I can't quite yet show. It's not time yet, but I will show. What I can tease though, that is the one aircraft that I designed for the game. I didn't really design, but I picked as one of my perks for my Kickstarter level. So, you'll see it soon enough. I also mentioned that I already played this mission in Portuguese, so I know that Prez isn't gonna... I don't think there's dialogue for her. So this time I'm gonna use the SV-37, which is the totally not vegan for legal reasons. So let's get that. And let's get a bit of both for our armament. So multi-lock and multi-locky anti-ground, yes. So let's launch. Alright, we're gonna leave our makeshift, improvised, totally not drug trafficking airstrip. Is this where they traffic the maple syrup from? Yeah, that's how Cascadia gets its money. Maple syrup, that's the way. You see lots of those towers still. I have not found yet what they're used for. They go on pretty high. We're almost at 3,000 meters, so they're quite sizable things. Here we go. Our attempt to take Rosedower Air Force Base.
Rosedower AFB on the nose. Wingman, you're already warmed up, so you're back on point. Soften the place up, but try to keep the good stuff standing. Hitman team, engage. Approaching Rose Tower.
Hitman's not doing so bad today. Not being the right winner.
Monarch never disappoints, that's for sure. All airborne, prepare for a hard drop. Positive tone.
Another one of those towers, this time by itself.
Missile is tracking. Ground asset knocked out. Taking a contract here of all places. You know what they say about all roads, right, Nick?
Not now, Deb. Not now.
It's a really beautiful sunrise. Arctic sun.
Hitman 1, Fox 3. That's not good. Breaking. Going for a missile launch. I gotta get it done. Losing hydraulics. Hard rock, let it fly. We can't maintain combat viability. Missile is tracking. Monarch ready to fire. Good luck. Hitman 1 within gun range. You're on the money. Get that fire spinning. Missile away. Target down. Warning's going off, so it's on me. Missile away.
Seems that the flares weren't very effective.
Hitman 1 confirmed.
What's that, DV-204? Let's check it out, the type of plane.
Cleared for guns.
Quite small. It looks like a drone. It ought to be a drone, there's no space for a pilot there. Kill stealing.
Hitman 1 locked on. Positive hit, he's going down.
There you go, that's the airbase. It's a very cool effect of the snow.
Missile away. These Sicario fellas ain't half bad. What the hell are you talking about? They're taking all the dough. This is circus. We're in the DC, so get the hell out and take it and run away. Go, go, go! Let's take this damn airstrip. You know, I'm impressed with how many people stayed for this contract, boss. Especially since we're going up against the Federation. We should know after all this time with this galaxy. The bigger the foe, the bigger the story.
There you go, Scout.
Destroy. I'm not in this for the money, remember? I'm here for history.
Well, the rest of us are here on binding contracts. So please, just don't get us killed, boss.
That's up to you. We don't have the firepower to take them on. What? How do I say this? Where the hell are these guys? Missile away, missile away. Where the hell have you been? We need support now. This is Crosstalk Squadron. Commencing intercept. Let's get these dogs off our lot.
Alright, here we go.
Engage. Show me a fight.
Make it up now. Rogues crossing the border. They're supposed to get a wolf tag.
Ah, it's kind of cool. You see the enemy's health on the bottom of the screen.
Missile is on the way. Damn it, he's engaging me. I got a missile tone on me. Monarch ready to fire. Hitman 1 locked on. Fox 3, Fox 3.
Yes, one bullet is gonna die. Oh, they stole my kill.
Spot on support, Hitman team. Resistance is no factor. You already got the job, Sicario. Who are you trying to impress? What can we say, Stardust? You get what you paid for. You think I can ask our rifleman to reserve a nice hangar space for us? You know, in exchange for our good work up here.
There's no such thing as nice this far north. You should know that.
I never flew these skies like you did. Not like this. Airstrip is secured. Outside of the air defenses, there wasn't much else in terms of resistance. We're patting down prisoners and electronics, but you're good, boss. Excellent work today, Hitman. You get first pick for Hangar and bunks. Hitman team, begin landing sequence. You lucky bastards. Rose Tower is ours. Don't make Cascadia regret hiring you all. Hitman 1, we've got you on approach. On route for touchdown.
So one cool thing I noticed that on the landing sequence, there's one friendly unit that shows up on your radar. And when you look at it, it's Antares, a friendly ship, I guess? Yes, that's a reference from our protagonist in Ace Combat X2 from the PSP. I would scream Antares, but I don't have Suleimani's voice, so sorry about that. Let's slow down, I guess. Kind of cool that the runways, they do show up on the radar screen. we made it.
It's rough around the edges, but as far as forward operating bases go, this isn't the worst we've been at. The base didn't sustain too much damage, and there's room enough for everyone, even the other freelance mercs.
The Independence Force of Cascadia is now the collection of true Cascadian sovereignty, and when the time comes, we'll see Cascadia rise to its own liberty without the Federation. I've been instructed by the remnants of our national government to be your liaison for the duration of your contract with us, of which we've sent to Kaiser for you to sign later. To be truthful, I don't agree with your way of life, but you've come to Cascadia to aid us, and for that, I can't complain. We'll pay you what you're due, as long as you give us your best. Get settled in. We need you up in the air soon.
One last thing, everyone. We're going by our TAC names for the duration of this contract. I'm pretty sure my name is public domain in regards to Sicario. However, we've gone to great lengths to keep yours hidden. If you break it, it's on your ass. You know how bounty hunters are if they have a name. Dismissed.
Now that is some interesting talk, because I can already foresee that one of our names is gonna get leaked, and then we're gonna have bounty hunters coming after us, I guess, in a later mission. But I guess that's just part of the mercenary lifestyle, isn't it wonderful? Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. A playlist will be in the description if you want to follow all the videos of this playthrough. And I'll see you guys next time. And maybe I'll unveil the plane. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys there.